So just a short little workout, but if we're walking around barefoot, if we have shoes on, if we're traveling, then our feet can take a little bit of a beating. So first we're gonna just stretch your toes. So you're gonna cross the ankle over. You wanna interlace your fingers in between every toe. And that's gonna help spread those toes out. So ideally, our toes are the widest part of our foot, and most of the time they're not. So you're just gonna circle the foot around with your fingers in between your toes. You can hold on to your ankle just to stabilize that ankle. You're gonna circle one way and then circle the other way, and then hold the foot still. And then we're gonna take our toes and we're gonna stretch them. So you're gonna take the toes and separate them like a V. I don't know if you can see that. And then you're gonna go all the way down, separating those toes like a V, all the way, stretching that webbing. And then you're gonna split the toes. So you're gonna take a one toe down, one toe up, and then you're gonna switch those toes. So going all the way through, one toe down, one toe up. They split one way and then split the other way. So we'll go all the way through the toes. So then we'll take the other side. I'll come a little closer so you can see on this side. So you're gonna take the fingers in between every toe on the other side. You can hold onto the ankle and you're gonna circle the ankle around 3 or 4 times on one side, circle the other way. And then you're gonna take each toe and you're gonna split them like a V. Split them like a V. We're gonna go all the way down through those toes. And then one toe is gonna go down and one toe goes up, and you're gonna split them. So this is great. I had some clients a while back that would get really bad foot cramps at night, and they would do just these 3 exercises right before they'd go to sleep, and their foot cramps would go away. You can also just take the thumb, massage the inside of that foot, the ball of the foot, and the arch of that foot on both sides. So right on the inside, just take that thumb and kind of relax through that fascia point on the ball. Okay, so now we're gonna take, I've got a half dome here. So it's just a half of a foam roller. If you don't have something like this, you can stretch your calves on the edge of a stair. You can put just at least so that your foot is elevated. When we're using these, you're gonna take one foot on the edge so the ball of the foot is there, your heel is on the ground, the other foot's gonna stand right next to it. So if that's a side view, that heel is down, ball of the foot is up. Make sure this foot tries to stand right next to it, and you're gonna line up your pelvis. So you're lifting through those abdominals, ribs stacked over the hips, so you get the full calf stretch. And then you hang out for a little while and just breathe and stretch and hold. And then you can take the other side. So ball of the foot on, other foot comes close, standing tall, getting that stretch through the calves. The one side may be tighter than the other, perfectly normal. Good. Okay, so then you're gonna take the ball. So you're really just gonna be able to see my feet. So we have the ball, it's a mobility ball. This is like a pinky ball. You can get it even at a pet store because it's the ones that the dogs will use. So just focusing on the feet. First, you're gonna take the ball underneath the toes, wrap the toes. So you're gonna try to spread those toes as much as possible, and then just lean into the ball a little bit. It'll stretch right on top of those toes, and then you can move the foot back and forth, just releasing there under the toes. Then move the ball kind of underneath the ball of the foot. So pushing the ball right about here, and we'll put it down, wrap it over, lean into the ball a little bit and release. Here, I'll move back so you're in the camera. Lean into the ball a little bit and release. Lean into the ball a little and release, and then moving side to side, getting that part of the fascia and muscle to release on the bottom of the foot. And then you're gonna move to the front of the heel. So right heel in the front of the heel. And first, you're gonna put pressure down. So heel presses down into that ball and release. Heel presses down into the ball and release. And down into the ball and release. And then moving it side to side. Then when you go into the fascia line, right into the arch of the foot, you can try to go in. And I'm just gonna move it around on the ball. Okay, just making small circles, putting a little pressure downward. And then we'll switch. So taking the ball on the other side, you're gonna start right under the toes, try to spread the toes wide, and again, try to stand really nice and tall. And you're gonna stand into that ball, and and just move them side to side, like a windshield wiper. Just three to, 5 times. Then you're gonna move the ball down so it's underneath the ball of the foot, put pressure down, and you can move it side to side. And then that ball's gonna go in the front of that heel. You're gonna press the ball straight down and release. Press straight down and release. And then push straight down and then move it side to side. And then going into the ball of the foot right on the underneath and just making small circles one way and small circles the other way. So there are a lot of foot exercises in Pilates. These are just a few, so you have a short little series to do at home just to wake up your feet. Okay, now we're gonna take our inchworms and our piano toes. So first you're gonna plant that big toe down and try to spread your toes as wide as possible. And you're gonna crawl your feet forward. When you're crawling your feet, try to lift the inside of the foot and the outside of the foot up. So you're working the entire arch of the foot. A lot of times we think of this side of our foot being the arch, but we forget that this is an arch too. So really think of lifting both sides of the feet. Just take 3 or 4 crawls forward and then just walk your feet back. And you'll do it again. Crawl, spread the toes and crawl, and crawl. Now the fun part, piano toes. So spreading the toes, try to think of going from your pinky toe to your big toe and just making little piano toes. And then go from the big toe to the little toe. One way is always going to be easier. And then release, and then relax the feet. I hope that was helpful for your feet. Enjoy your day, enjoy your vacations this summer, and don't forget to take care of those feet. Take care, bye.